you have spoken highly about Drew recently. What do you see in him? What did you see from him this spring? How good can he be?
Yeah, so a couple things. He's probably more of what we used to call the prototype in the NFL. That's changed. I mean, now there's guys that are 5'10" running around the NFL. Mobility has become a huge deal in the NFL, and that really wasn't the case in the past at that position. So he's more of kind of the old school prototype quarterback. You know, he's 6'5", he's 242 pounds. I took him out to dinner the other day. He tried to convince me that, you know, he's leaner than he's ever been, even though he weighs more than he's ever been. I was like, interesting. Yeah. But is in a really good place, and I think the things that stand out is now it's year 2 in the same system. He's got a body type that's going to allow him to either withstand some hits, but I also think he has the mobility, and the size helps him sometimes step out of an arm tackle or a sack that a guy reaches out. He has the ability to do that. But I think the thing that probably stood out to me the most, everybody wants to talk about the arm, and he makes some throws. Joel Klatt, I remember, I think the first game of the year is Purdue. I think they had that game, right, Steve? Right. And Joel was standing there like drooling on the field, you know, watching Drew. But the thing that I think probably stood out to me the most is when he got in the Purdue game as a true freshman, he just was like super poised. And you can do all the drills you want, throwing and footwork and run game fundamentals and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's hard to teach that, the poise in the pocket. And he just seems to have that. There can be chaos all around him, and he just is efficient with his movement. Some guys move in the pocket more than they need to, and they actually move into problems. So it's just moving enough, keeping your eyes up when you do scramble. He showed some examples of that last year. He stepped up in the pocket and made a big throw with pressure. And he's able to make people defend the entire field because of his arm. Most college defenses will give you something. They have to. So most college defenses are going to give you the furthest flat. So say the ball's into the boundary, they're going to try to make throwing into the boundary in the middle of the field difficult, but they're going to give you the furthest flat, the field flat, because most colleges can't make those types of throws, whether it's an out or a hitch or a hinge or whatever you want to call it. He has the ability to make those throws and make you defend the 53 1/3, which is really valuable. The other thing that happens with arm strength, everybody gets excited about arm strength, but you better have accuracy. But when you do have arm strength and accuracy, it creates opportunities for yards after the catch. Because if I'm running a route on you and I have separation from you, but the ball comes and it's kind of doesn't have a whole lot of pace on it. Now, while I'm going to catch the ball, you're closing the distance, and now it's a catch tackle. Where if that ball can get to you fast, where you still have separation, it creates an opportunity for a run after the catch. So there's a lot of things like that to be excited about. He's also good in the meeting room. I think Sean Clifford, really helped with that. So there's a lot of things to be excited about, but we got to build on it and take the next steps.